Casey's Audio Vault.
Mick Mars from Motley Crue.
November 16th, 2009.
Hey, Casey.
Hey, Mick, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. So you guys kind of taking turns talking to the whole continent today?
I guess, huh? I'm not sure.
Well, Winnipeg, we're very happy to announce just earlier today we present Motley Crue January 29th at the MTS Center, and you got the Joe Perry Project with you as well.
Yep, that's going to be like a lot of fun. I know Joe, and I know Joe for a long ass time, and great guy, great player, great guy. You know the whole thing. That guy is incredibly cool. It's a good package.
We almost got to see Joe along with Aerosmith, but the night that Steven Tyler fell off the stage, we were the following evening, so we missed it by just a couple days.
Wow, I know he's fallen off a couple of times. I think. I guess he just gets so into it that he loses his footing or doesn't see. I've fallen off the stage a couple of times because I'm like going, well, when I was straight, when I walk around and go, poof, fall off the end of the stage, I'm going, damn it. But I always stood straight up. I know.
Yellow?
I'm so asleep still.
You see?
Hello.
Huh? Hello?
I got Mick on. It's working.
It's working.
So yeah, if you can just finish up with a few more minutes. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Hey, Mick, we got you back.
Yeah.
We're going to try it again.
Sounds good to me.
Well, we were just sort of talking a little bit about falling off the stage and Aerosmith. It sounds like there's a little bit of frustration in that band these days. Well, Motley Crue, you guys have had some experience in replacing a singer. Do you have any advice for Aerosmith?
You know, what I found out, even down to the Rolling Stones or whoever, it's just like people want to see the band with nobody else to replace anybody else. I found that out the hard way, too, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I wouldn't want to go see the Beatles without John Lennon or George Harrison, you know? But that kind of a thing, I think people really want to see the whole original thing, which is like, you know, pretty obvious. That's what they're paying to see. They don't want to see somebody else up there.
How many times have you thought that Motley Crue was over and done with?
Let me see. After the first week we were together.
Right. You figured he was doomed from the start.
No. I'm just kidding. But, no, probably when Vince left, I guess. Right after, in 90 or 91, I think. It's like when I thought that, you know, we were going to do okay, because that's about the time that Van Halen got rid of David, or David left the band, whatever it was, I'm not sure. And I didn't think they would go very far. They did pretty well. You know, I thought, you know, we were going to do pretty well, but, oh, man, there was a lot of hate stuff. Hate mail, hate signs, hate, you know, where's Vince? We want Vince, you know, so that kind of a thing. So it was all right, you know. Live and learn, right?
The band breaking up is one thing, but pretty much all of you have had a brush with death. Have personalities changed much over the years?
Well, yeah and no. Some are still like pretty crazy, rebellious kind of a thing, and I think all of us have kind of that streak in us because I don't, you know, I think every musician does really. You know, that kind of mentality is search out and destroy. But you mellow out to a degree, but not really.
How is your health these days? Are you moving around okay?
Yeah, I'm still like, you know, stupid stiff, but, you know, I get around okay. I don't like looking at myself, though. You know, but it is what it is. As long as I can play and walk, I'm all good.
Do you see Motley Crue still being a touring band in like 10 years? You'd be 68 in 10 years.
No. Probably by then, I would say that we're probably still putting out records, but maybe not touring as much. Instead of like touring for 18 months in a row, we might only do like 2 or 3 months, like just the summer, and be done with it, kind of thing. Because you know that's pretty friggin' old.
Well, and you're kind of the older brother or the young uncle of the band.
Yeah. I could be the dad for all you know.
Well, I didn't want to say that.
Wow. No, I think I'm like 7 years older than Nicky. 10 or 11 years older than the youngest member, which is Tommy.
Are you working on a solo album? Are you going to have like a blues-inspired something or other coming out soon?
I'm working on a record pretty much by myself, but I'm not doing a blues album per se. I'm more of an experiment for me. I'm trying to do something that my fans won't go like, whoa, totally left field. But I'm trying to do something newer and different. I don't know, something that's just like really cool, like mixing a few different styles together instead of doing the full in your face, here's the big rock and roll, with that kind of stuff, but something that's hooky, catchy, and different that people go like, wow, that's Mick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I've got like probably 15 or 20 songs. I'm not happy with any of them. I'm not trying to be Axl, but you know what I mean? It's just like I got to do it until I'm like, yes, this is it.
I was looking on the news wires today, and you being a fan of the blues, I thought you might find this interesting. Like the home, the birthplace of Robert Johnson, is apparently going to get restored and used as a tourist attraction.
That's cool.
You like that?
I've seen that a couple of, yes, absolutely. I've seen that like a couple of times on those biography channels or whatever. It's very cool. That's cool. I'm going. I'm in.
Did you have much time between like Crewfest 2, just a little bit of downtime and coming up with this next winter tour?
We had it planned for like a little bit earlier, but there was some weird circumstances that came up, and we had to like push back a bit. But it's, I think it was for the better because we were all getting like pretty beat up, and the last thing that we did before we came home was like 20,000 miles in traveling for like 12 or 15 shows. And it was pretty much of a beating. I came home, I didn't even pick up my guitar for a long time, for about a month.
Do you usually come home to a bunch of dead houseplants and a layer of dust?
No. I actually have people watching my house when they come in, but I don't have any plants. All I have is one couch and a whole room of Marshall stacks in my studio, and upstairs is a bunch of guitars and musical instruments and that kind of stuff.
Any pets?
I have one Maine Coon cat.
That's a large cat. What's his name?
His name's Ernie Ball.
Ernie Ball. Well, there we go. The guitar just keeps going through. Well, Mick, I'm very happy that you decided to come on the Rock Report today, and Power 97 presents Motley Crue with Joe Perry Project, January 29th, MTS Center. Tickets go on sale Friday, and the Motley Crue Greatest Hits out tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, Mick, we'll take care. We'll see you in January.
All right, then. See you then, Casey.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at Power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.